Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is day 21 of our 365 day challenge where we start a business from scratch and we will reach a revenue of 1 CR. As usual, today is Sunday, and every Sunday we keep that day specifically to know what we have learned so far. And I will also share the stats of our YouTube and Instagram channel. Every week we pause and we look back. We will see what worked and what didn't work, and also what are all the learnings that we had so far in this week. So, based on that, I have 5 learnings that I wish to share with you for this week. In that, the first learning is ad setup was a bit tough. Even though I know ad settings, even though I have done Facebook ads before, but doing it after a long time, it was a bit difficult. But what happened once we start doing it and then we slowly refine it, it is becoming a bit easy, and we are also able to get a lot of information out of the stats, whatever the Facebook is throwing at us. So anything that you start in the first, it is very hard and it is very tough for you to understand, but we have to keep going. That's my first learning. And the second learning is I was taking a lot of time to set up my landing page, and I felt it is not perfect in any ways. If you see, no landing page or websites are perfect, right? So what happened after spending few hours and days on that, I decided I'm going to launch my landing page. So that's how I did. I launched my landing page. But if you see, even I did a small change day before yesterday. So this is our second learning, where don't look for perfection, just throw it to the world and then slowly keep changing it. So that's my biggest lesson so far in this week. And the third important learning is when something is new, right? We find it really hard to learn a few things. So what I did, I started doing what minimal required. I can refer both landing page creation and also ad creation as an example. So what I did, I just created the basic minimal version, and then I started learning every day on that particular topic. If you see, I'm not an expert in ad or landing page, but what I have learned in the last 1 week is humongous, right? And I was able to learn only because I had something in the world, or I had something to the public, and I felt it is not right. So what I did, I went back and I learned a lot of stuff and then improved it slowly. So when you are starting in the first time, it is really hard. So just do what is required for the initial step, and then you learn slowly step by step. This is my third and the biggest learning. And if you see, last week, I was not able to spend any time on the business, and that's okay, right? Life is not certain, right? So what we have to do is we have to get going even though there are a lot of challenges. That's the biggest learning for me in the last week. Even though you were not able to do for a day or two, you should push yourself and you should keep going. That's my fourth biggest learning. Now, the fifth biggest learning. This is from my personal experience. So my wife, she was scrolling through shorts, and she came through my short. I was sitting nearby and I was a bit happy listening to my voice. But what she did, she just listened for a few seconds and then she scrolled. That's when I understood whatever you're putting in your channel is actually you are asking the people's time. So what you have to do is, what I've decided is, I have decided to add more value in my shorts and also spend more time in editing those videos. So that's the biggest learning for me. So that's okay to get started, but now we are slowly stepping into the fourth week. I felt I have to learn a bit of editing and make sure that the content is of good quality. That's what I'm striving for. So these are all my 5 learnings in the past 1 week. So I'm really happy to share that with you. Hopefully you will also get some meaningful learnings out of this. Now let's get into the channel stats. So this is a stat for our YouTube channel. If we see here, we got a total of 3,200 views and 5.9 hours of watch time. And we added 0 subscriber. That's okay. We are just getting started, and it takes time for people to believe in you and then start following. But the good thing that we can see here is we were getting a constant of 200, 100 views. But YouTube pushed our content and we got somewhere around 600 views on September 4th. And then it's drastically, reduced. This may be for multiple reasons that we have to investigate. So this is where our YouTube stat stands. Now let's get into the Instagram stats. If we see the Instagram statistics, we have about 5,015 views. That's a very good sign, right? And in that you have 200 interactions. So interactions are nothing but likes, comments, all those things are considered as interaction. 200 is a very good number. I had somewhere around 80, 90 interactions last week. I made myself a target to reach more than 200, but at least I'm happy that we were able to reach 200 interactions. And the next thing, if you see, we have added a few more followers. Now we have around 61 followers. And there were around 550 profile activity. When you say profile activity, these are all the activities in the sense, when you say profile activity, whenever a people visits your profile, it is considered as a profile activity. So having around 550 profile activity is good. People are getting curious. They want to know what you are doing. So that's a very good sign. So this is where our YouTube and Instagram stats stands for this week. So thanks once again for being here on my day 21st video. See you all tomorrow in another video. If you really like my channel, please subscribe and share it with your friends and family. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to comment under my comment section. See you all tomorrow. You all have a wonderful day. Thank you.